On today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace these factory 4-inch subwoofer speakers in your 1998 to 2000 Toyota Land Cruiser with this 6 3/4 inch kicker subwoofer in the factory enclosure in the factory location using these 3D printed half moon pieces to adapt the speaker holes. And today on this video, I'm going to run through exactly how the whole process works and all the steps that you need to take to get a perfect install. Let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start off by taking the 3 screws out of each speaker. Once that's done, you can remove the old woofers from the box and disconnect the wiring by pulling on it. Pretty simple. The big connector is the positive and the small connector is the negative. Next, do the same for the other speaker and remove this wool batting or whatever it is that's in the back and save that for later. Also, tuck the wiring back away so it doesn't get caught up in any of the construction that's about to go on. Next, open your subwoofer box and there should be one of these cardboard cutouts in the lid of it. You're going to go ahead and remove this because we're going to need it for our install. Be very careful when removing it that you don't mess it up because we actually do need it to be round. That's kind of crucial. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and tape our half moons in place with some painter's tape. Don't use the adhesive yet, just tape them in because we're going to reference where we need to cut our hole. This is going to kind of be a little guess and check process. Now we need to see if our hole is actually round, so see if our speaker cutout fits in there and if it's going to clear both the top and the bottom of the box. Just kind of do some adjustments until you get what looks like a round hole. And here we go. Here's an example of what it should look like when you got those pieces adjusted properly. Now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and scribe around the outside of that cardboard template. This is where we're going to need to cut out a hole in our box. Now we can take the half moons back out. Now we're going to go ahead and cut around that scribed line with the jigsaw. Try to cut inside the line or on the line, but not outside the line. This is going to kind of a time-consuming process, so be careful and go slow. You can always take more off later, but you can't put it back, so just be careful. And if there's extra, you can always reduce it with a rotary tool. Now we're going to go ahead and cut off this extra little locating tab for the old speaker because it needs to be flush for the subwoofer to fit here. Also, this one needs to go too because it's in the way. As you can see, we jumped forward a little bit because I forgot about that, but take that off. Now, you see this post here. That also needs to go because it's going to hit the back of our subwoofer. So there, you can remove it however you want. I just chose to drill around it with a drill to get it out. Like you see, there it comes out now. Going to go and vacuum up all the debris from this. It's kind of important to get all that out to avoid any rattles. Now we're going to clean the outside of the half moon with isopropyl alcohol to make sure the adhesive sticks good. Now we're going to take the backing off our double-sided tape and we're going to stick that half moon in there and align it with the cuts that we made previously with the jigsaw. And just make it sure it's in the right spot visually before you press it down. Press it in there firmly. Now we're going to put the other one in. As you can see, I kind of got it a little bit wrong the first time, so I adjusted it a little bit. If you don't press it down all the way, you should be able to move it a little bit. So there is a little bit of adjustability here. And then check with your cardboard template to make sure your hole is around and it's going to work. Here we have Gorilla Tape Clear. Don't use packing tape. Make sure it's some sort of clear vinyl tape like Flex Tape or Gorilla Tape Clear. And this is going to hold in the front side of these half moons and seal it. Make sure we don't have a bunch of air leakage around our speaker. Now we're going to clean off the back side around the hole we made, and we're also going to put Gorilla Tape there as well. And now we're going to cut out a little cardboard circle. You could maybe fill this hole with epoxy if you wanted to, but this is going to be good enough because this vinyl tape's really thick. So we just put that piece of cardboard in there against the tape, and now we don't have a hole at the back anymore. Now we're going to put a couple more pieces of tape over that cardboard just to make sure we have a pretty thick border so we don't have any problems in the future, but this should be more than fine. Like I said, if you wanted to epoxy up this hole, you could, but I don't think it's necessary. Now we're going to put a piece of Gorilla Tape on the inside just to make sure that cardboard doesn't come out at any point in time. Again, not really necessary, but might as well do it because why not? Now we're going to test fit our subwoofer. As you can see, our cameraman was free and he is behaving like a free cameraman at the moment. Now we're going to test fit our subwoofer again without the cameraman's hand in the way. And we're going to go ahead and cut out the foam surrounding the outside of the speaker where it hits, so we don't want any extra foam under the speaker. Just clean off the surface both on the top and the bottom because we want our subwoofer to have a good seal. Now we're going to test fit our speaker again. Odds are the holes on the half moons aren't going to line up, but that's okay. It kind of depends on where you put the speaker, but we'll just drill new ones, and the PET G is thick enough that it shouldn't be an issue. Now we're going to use our 7/64 drill bit, and we're going to drill 2 holes into the enclosure once we get our speaker lined up the way we want it. And then we'll go ahead and tighten down those number 8 screws into the holes. And we're going to go ahead and drill the rest of the holes now that we got those 2. And make sure, again, the speaker is flush before you start drilling these holes. Now we're going to take out the screws and we're going to check to make sure all the holes are in the right place and none of them are too close to the edge, and we look all good. If any of them end up being too close to the edge, then go ahead and clock the speaker a little bit and we'll drill new holes, but ours all look good. So now we're going to strip down these wires, and we're going to tin off the ends. This is the shorter side, the blue and the gray or white or whatever you want to call it. Blue is positive, gray is negative. We're going to go ahead and extend these. And we're extending the shorter side, not the longer side. This is the wiring shown for the stock amplifier. So now we're going to cut off the other side and tin those as well. We're using a 2 ohm dual voice coil kicker subwoofer, 6 3/4 inch. Now we're going to put back in that batting that goes behind the subwoofer. This basically makes the box seem bigger than it is. To the speaker. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put what would be the gray wire to negative and what would be the blue wire to positive of one side of the 2 ohm coil. And on the other side, we're going to go ahead and wire up the red to the positive and black to the negative. And now we just nestle our speaker down in there. And we put in all the screws. If you want, you can use some Loctite for plastic and metal screws. Don't use regular Loctite, make sure it's the plastic variant, or super glue to hold these in place. I didn't opt for that right now. I might go back and do it later. I don't think it's necessary, but it could be some good insurance. These are the plastic covers for the speaker right here, which cover the screws, make it look pretty, but it's going to be behind the panel anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And here's our finished product.